Phoenix is in every way your film. It's your script, you direct it, and it's partly based on your own life. When did you decide to make this film?
Well, I decided to, I got the idea probably 12 years ago now. And that came to me as a sort of a series of images of two children lost in a wood. So it came from that, and then I started to work with those imageries and put words on it, and then very soon they evolved to a few scenes that were kind of related to my own experience from my childhood. And from those scenes, I built up a structure, a narrative, which is more or less the film now, very similar to the film. So it's based on my own experiences, but fictionalized. Yeah.
Why did you make this film?
I made this film because I felt I had a story to tell. And that kind of kept me going because, 12 years is quite a long time. And when I started, I hoped it would happen earlier. But the idea and the story and the project really kept me curious and interested all the way. So I think I made it because it's something that is interesting, and I'm still investigating the themes of this, which is this theme about children who grow up too quickly and who have to take responsibility for their parents, really, but have needs and dreams as children, and they are not met. So that conflict is something that I found very interesting when I started, and I felt it was kind of paramount to tell this story for me. And throughout this process of working with the film, I realized that this is something that a lot of people can relate to, even though the circumstances can be very different.
Being an actor yourself, how did you work with the actors in this film? Because it's a young girl playing the lead role, and that's not an easy role to play, I would say.
No, I have, as a starting point, it's really important for me to give the actors a sense of security and confidence that they can feel that they can inhabit the space and the role, and that they feel that they can freely enter the material. So to give that security is the most important, I think. And after that, it's more about guiding. And that goes for whether they are grown-ups or children. But obviously, I work with different way with a young child and an experienced actor. I sought out advice for when I was for working with the children, because I don't have that much experience, and especially, as you say, these two kids, and especially the young girl, she really carries this film on the shoulder, and I knew that if they don't deliver, I don't have a film, basically. So I built up, or I tried to build up, a relationship between them as Ylva and Kasper as the real persons, so they could feel that they really got to know each other, that they had the courage to be intimate and to quarrel and to show joy and love with each other and be physical with each other, because so and I did that the same way with the parents. So they really should. So I did a series of exercises really with them a couple of weeks before. And then what I did too, which I really felt paid off, was that I put them in some situations, the children and the for instance the mother, that were similar to the things that happened in the film. so for instance, I let them go shopping with Maria, the actors, Maria Bonnevie. I sent them out shopping, and then Maria and the kids went home to my flat, and they cooked dinner, and she read to them, and that way I went out. I came back a couple of hours later, and that way they built. I mean, they got to know each other, but they also, Kasper and Ylva, the children, they experienced care and warmth from Maria. So when she later in the film was really cruel to them, that experience, that kind of both was a shock, and it felt more hurtful because they have experienced her as a warm woman. So, and I did that similar exercises with the father. So I think that was the main method, if you can call it that.
Could you have played in this film yourself?
I never considered that. I don't think. I mean, I feel. I mean, it would be the mother, I guess. So then, the mother is such a very complicated part, and I mean, I couldn't have, as I said, partly based on my own experiences, that would be just too much. I would probably went into asylum or something if I did that. And also, I wanted Maria Bonnevie quite early on for this part. She came to mind 6 years ago, I think, and I sent her the script, and she liked it, and she wanted to do it. So I think Maria Bonnevie has this great range of, as an actress, she goes from porcelain to a raving woman. She has a quite dangerous aura about her, energy, as well as being very fragile. So I couldn't have done that part the way she does it, obviously. No.